Greetings. Welcome to my channel. Oh shit, what's next? Oh, can I say that without getting blocked? OSWN. Today's topic of conversation will be the next debate between President Joseph Biden and former President Donald J. Trump. What needs to happen is the following. I have notes that I wrote. Actually, I didn't write them. They're in my head. But I'm going to just go over them. I'm going to pretend that I haven't written down. Number one, an online virtual debate. An online virtual debate for 90 minutes. Online, on television, a live debate. A live debate with questions from the American people. A live debate with questions from the American people. A live debate online, 90 minutes. They can cross-reference one another in one location, location A, location B. Zoom in, make it happen. Questions from the general public, not preconceived, preemptive questions that you will know the answers to. That's cheating. You've cheated us enough with all the shenanigans and the BS. That is what needs to happen for the next debate. I would conduct two separate debates. I would do one for the one that's going to be approaching, and then I would conduct another online virtual debate. What happened to the former president in Butler, Pennsylvania was a tragic event. Fortunately, it didn't result in a tragedy for him. It resulted in a tragedy for another family. Now, with all the information that we have all witnessed and seen from speeches by Donald Trump, a good percentage of his speeches and his comments have reflected aggressive, negative behavior. We reap what we sow. So if you continue to speak in a negative manner and you project a lot of negativity towards a group of people and groups of people, it's going to reverb. It's going to reverb. And because of that, a supporter lost his life. And that's a tragedy that most definitely could have been prevented and avoided. I am a civilian, but I've always followed military, policing, policy, etc., etc. Like I've always been on the pulse of stuff that goes on. How is it that there were no drones overhead during this his rally? No drones overhead. I mean, you don't need helicopters. You can get a drone. You know, you have the north, south, east, west to where the party, the prominent figure is. That's the zoom in area. I mean, to me, it was like, well, here you go. Here. Here's the president. I'm going to make you a can of beans. Anyway, you get my drift. I don't have a schematic for this one. I don't understand that. How is it also that the people that were, the crowd was not immediately ordered to disperse once he was off the stage? I mean, to me, you know what that looked like to me? That looked like when I was a little girl, the game, when you'd go to a carnival, you'd see, you know, you take the water pistol, the shooting dogs. That I don't get. So moving forward, you know, a bulletproof vestibule, if you're going to be out in public giving any kind of speeches. And, you know, what I would, a recap, had the general public ask the questions. Because the moderators that were there, they were useless. They were useless like breast on a bull. All right? Breast on a bull. And instead of the B, make that a T on a bull. Because they just kind of like, and what do you want to do? And what do you want to do? And what do you want to do? And when they both lied, Biden and Trump, there was no response to, well, no, that's not actual, that's not factual. That's incorrect. Let the American people decide. Obviously, Joe Biden is not going to be replaced because of the game. So he's going to remain on the ticket. So these are the options that we have. I don't see, like Joe Biden talks about, what he's going to do, what he's done for the Black communities. Basically, you've danced for chicken. That's what both of you have done. You're dancing for chicken to get votes. You're talking. And you know what? It's the same. Okay, I'm going to break it down like this, like as if I were talking to an 8-year-old. I grew up in areas that were not well off. And growing up in those areas, there was blight. Okay, but yet, if you go to, okay, let's put it this way. Grand Concourse 149, and then you go from Grand Concourse to South Bronx, then you go over to maybe 2 miles north, going west, you go up to Riverdale, or whatever the mileage is, or then you go over to Country Club, or then you go over to Throgs Neck, and you have, so communities have been exposed and deteriorated with blight, while politicians are aware of this and they don't do anything. But then they wait, like I'm going to bring it back to the 1970s when the Bronx was burning, and that wonderful clown that was in office told the Bronx basically to, go blank off. Then what happened there? Developers, people who own the property, they abandoned I was going to say equipment. Well, it is equipment. They abandoned the developments, the properties. People were living in squalor. And then with squalor, what comes with squalor? More squalor. So basically, you all dance for chicken when you want to hook up and have people say, yeah, vote for me. Yeah, that's what you need to do. I have a list of questions, and I'm going to send them. I'm going to send them to the DNC. I'm going to see if the questions that I have will be proposed and will be answered, because you're basically you're putting us in a basket with 2 broken eggs. Okay, one is broken because of the deterioration, and Trump's got deterioration too. We can't sit here and say like that. Joe Biden, we've only seen Joe Biden have verbal gas and all, whatever you say. He's screwed up. So is Trump. Difference in Biden and Trump. Biden has more poise, and he's more eloquent, where Trump is just like, Trump goes off like, but so we have the choice to make. I would say in another 5 years, I think again another maybe one, we may have 2 more elections or 2 more methods of elections, but in all honesty, we do not need a human being to run government. We do not. What I would do, and I'm going to offer my services, and I'm going to send it. I'll send it up to Albany. People like myself, organizers, people that speak on behalf of the community, speak on behalf of the populace, because we know what we see, we know what's going on, we know the game, we know how the game has been played from a long time ago. Have people like me be the ones to oversee stuff. And I would do it for no salary. How about that? I would take the money, yeah, definitely. But yeah. How's that sound? How's that sound? Anyway, when I run for guru of the world, no. Politics is not a good thing. But unfortunately, because how society's set up, we have this system. I call it's the Ponzi Fugazi system. To me, that's what I call it, because bottom line, it's all a scam. It's all a scam. Another thing I'm going to say, I said this before. No, I'm not going to say that. That'll be another notes that I don't take. Just stuff that's there and stays. Anyway, have a good day. And keep my videos on private until I change them, because I go and I have to change them, because you have to critique everything I say, because people watch. They're like, oh, what is she going to say now? Oh. Yeah. Anyway, you reap what you sow. And there's another thing that is a very big thing in a lot of cultures. It's called root work. Now, people are praying for peace. People are praying for goodness. And when you pray for goodness in a world that we live in, you raise up a lot of vibrations. You raise up a lot of vibrations. And with the vibrations that are being raised for people that want to see change and want to see good, good always outweighs bad. Good always outweighs bad, The light always shines through. Remember that. Oh, and stop watching me. Stop following my every move. That would be a good thing, because you're being watched too for watching me. Stalkers, it's like Stalker Nation. Anyway, bye. Pray for world peace. Alhamdulillah, Rahman Ar-Rahim. Peace is needed, and we need to end what's happening. Oh, that's another thing. What's the plan on that? That's another question. What's the plan? What's the plan to end this this horrendous situation? Another thing too, the negativity that you spew upon migrants. That's the Billy Rubenstein of the United States and the UK. The Billy Rubenstein of taking from other nations and other countries, depleting them, making their populace live in substandard type of environment with no resources whatsoever. And then when those people want to come to our country or to the UK, then there's all kinds of aggressive bans against them. That has to end. That has to end. But see, that's root work too. For the people that are doing that, the vibrations are being lifted. The vibrations are being lifted. You cannot speak ill of, like what Trump has said, they're bringing in the migrants, they're this, they're that. Number one, this was not a Christian nation. All right, this land here, U.S. of A., was owned by the natives. This was native land. But you all came in and you decimated stuff, and then upon decimation of what you've done here to the natives, the original occupants of our country, okay, then you just basically, you multiplied that and you manifested. You multiplied and you manifested. So we don't want no more the manifestation for only the wealthy. We want a level, equal playing ground for everybody. And another thing, the organization called ALEC, American Legislative Executive Chamber, ALEC, look that up. Look that up. Also, look up corporations and that have funding and where they receive their funding from. Another thing, New York City, New York State employees, our retirement system is tied into BlackRock. BlackRock is a big sponsor, a big cash cow moneymaker for what's happening over in the Middle East. All right? But if people open up their eyes and they see, then they'll wake up. They'll wake up. But we live in a country where when there's rain coming or there's a drip, people are like, oh, it's just that. Find the source. Find the source. I find the sources. I find the well where it comes from. Okay, everybody, till next time. And make changes with this coming debate that you have going on. Make changes and make things happen that'll be beneficial. Whoever wins. Trump will most likely win. I think he's going to win. You're going to implement policies for this Project 2025. What happened? What we saw, the event that could have been avoided, we're going to see that on a repeat cycle. We're going to see Charlottesville on a repeat cycle. Because when you spew negativity about races of people that aren't from the Caucasus Mountains like you, then you create a lot of conflict. Because people are sick of it. That's a fact. Till next time. Peace and blessings.